This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it's Friday night. It's time for Friday night art fun. Yeah. October 30th. I washed out all my brushes. I got clean water. Penelope's here. Put some of this aside. All right. Make your bargain before beginning to plow. Uh-oh. I think I plowed many a field before I had a bargain. Oh well, that's life. This is the envelope that I am painting for Arlene. I want to put some matte medium on it. I've had kind of a weird day. Have to keep myself positive. Keep me positive, please. Hi, Becky. Hi, Susan. Howdy, Popo. Time to watch you create and relax. Oh, hi, Rhonda. Yes, I'm doing well. Hi, Arlene. Becky and Sharon. Did I miss Sharon? Where's Sharon? She says, hi, Becky and Sharon. I don't see Sharon. Let's go to live chat. I don't see Sharon. I see Rhonda and Susan. Oh, well. Sharon, are you hiding from me? Let's go ahead and get this done so I can fill it, and I got mail to send. Oh, I have mail to send. Trying to stay positive. All day I've been trying to stay positive. Your attitude makes a difference. They say. Let's see. I'm just going to use this brush. Dee Dee says to use a sponge or a roller because you don't want brush marks to show. And Meri says, what's wrong with brush strokes? What's wrong with brush strokes? I want to know. We're artists. I just got to be different, I guess. So we got some foxes in here. These came off of a stencil from Dollar Tree. Foxes and some birds here on the flap, which will go over this way. The address will go here and the return address here, and hopefully the stamps will go up there. We'll see. Even if they have to put that big label there. I don't know what they'll do, but let's just give this envelope some brush strokes. Even though this dries matte, it does give it a protective layer. And I like that a lot. It doesn't shine. It's not a shiny layer. But that also means that it's not sticky when it dries. And it dries fast. I can dry this with the heat gun. So have I been watching videos? I watched a lot of videos yesterday. I watched who did I watch yesterday? I watched Tanya and Lisa and somebody else before Tanya and Lisa. Gosh, I don't remember. Isn't that horrible when you don't remember? And then I watched a little bit of Beth Schuler. I said hello to her, and that was about it. And I did not stream this morning. I turned over and said, I'm not going to stream. That's about how it went. Oh, Kathy Arbor. That's who I watched yesterday. She was doing this really awesome, putting the leaves, she was inking the leaves first. You know, we've all seen those videos where you put the leaves through the big shot and it squishes out the print like an eco print. But she inked them and sprayed them. And oh my goodness, she got beautiful results. I said I'd have to try that, but you know how that goes for me. I want to do everything. Okie dokie. I hope you're all having a good start to the weekend. It's supposed to be a nice weekend here. I hope that proves true because I need to get out and clean up all the front porch flower pots. I take them down, empty out the dirt. I put fresh dirt in every year. Empty out the dirt and put them away. Wash the back window. My brother put the garden hose away, and I wish he wouldn't have done that. He tried to wash the back window, but he didn't put any elbow grease in it. It's still dirty. So Mary will do it tomorrow. Whoops. That's pretty good. Now we'll just let the rest of it air dry. This one's going to go to Arlene. Let's get out chatting what you guys are saying here. I am not really ready for tonight. I hoo-hummed around today. Oh. Hi, Donna. Donna Betts, welcome. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa and Tanya. Here, I thought I had all sorts of time in October and November to do my carved book. They've already started on a Christmas journal, a Christmas book. I can't keep up with those gals. Hi, Violet. Hi, Violet. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Tammy Wolf. Welcome. And Carla and Linda. Take as much time as you need. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. I will. However, I am going to start on I'm not going to call mine a Christmas journal, and I'm not going to call it a December daily. I'm going to alter a magazine. In fact, I got it out here. I thought I'd work on it tonight. I'm going to call it a holiday journal. And I'm going to alter this magazine. This is called The Farmhouse Movement. And my holidays kind of start with Halloween. And there's a pumpkin in here. Did I mark it? I marked it right here. I marked it here, and I thought I would alter this page for Halloween. We're not doing Halloween this year for the kids. We're not doing the trick-or-treat thing. It's got some ice there, but we've already snowed. It's already snowed here in Nebraska, so... Anyway, there's 100 pages in this magazine, and there are 31 days in December, and 6 days to the Epiphany in January. So that's 37, and then October and November. So 37 from 50 is what? 13. That means I have 13 layouts. I'm going to do double page layouts when I do these. Between Halloween and November, I'll have 13 pages to do. But see, look, the seasonal traditions, So I like this magazine because it has food, yeah, and it has some things that are, not really applicable to me. But gifts, pumpkins, and I can alter this. Traditions. It has an article in here about and Beth Schuler showed this in one of her, was it Beth, was it this one? Look, Vicki Brown. Is it this one? No, I guess it's one of these magazines have an article about a wool dryer ball. Yeah, this is this one. Let's get it out. Someplace in here. Wool balls. Wool balls versus dryer sheets. And Beth Schuler was talking about those in one of her streams when she first started doing felting. Dryer sheets are actually one of the top 10 worst items in your home. What I really don't, and I hope this is a 2018 magazine, but what I don't care about this magazine is they all have white type. That it has white type throughout this. So it's white print on a dark sheet. And even very light print. Sometimes I'm holding it up to my nose to read it. See, it's all white on dark. But anyway, so I'm going to alter that magazine. Not right now, but I will. Let's see. Violet's here. Arlene is here. Sharon. There's Sharon. Hi, Sharon Lombard. Welcome, welcome. There's all saying hello out there. Alicia Christensen. Welcome, welcome. Susan Hadipopo. Nashwa. Welcome, Nashwa. Janice Glines. Hello, hello, hello. Are we going to get more stuff tomorrow? Oh, we are going to get more stuff tomorrow, Aunt Beck says. It sounds like they're going back to Greenville to move more stuff down to their forever home. Right, Becky? Forever home. Mary's Folly, hello, hello. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, who did that? Was that Jude? Jude! Did you haven't sent me your snail mail address? Look at that. Jude, I want to send you some thank yous. I was asking her in stream the other day to send me her snail mail address. Thank you so much, Jude. You're just too good to me. Way too good to me. She gives me these super chats and I want to thank her. That's the other thing I should start on. For November, I did a fox and a hummingbird. And I want to do an owl, I think. Either an owl or a squirrel for November. I'm going to try to do an animal a month. At least in 2020. I don't know about 2021. We might change that. Thank you so much, Jude. That is so sweet to do that. Why are dryer sheets bad? Why are dryer sheets bad? I think they say they have a lot of toxins in them. Let's go back to why they're bad. I've heard it before that they're not good. Let's see what they say. I heard it from Beth Schuler, but I've heard it before Beth Schuler too. Let's see the reasoning that they give. Healthy living. And then, in parentheses, they say, along with traditional baby wipes, fabric softener, and candles, dryer sheets are baked with tons of harsh chemicals that no one should be touching, breathing, or in the presence of. Sound crazy? It gets worse. Dryer sheets are littered with carcinogens, known chemicals to cause cancer, environmental pollutants, endocrine disruptors, which equates to messed up hormones, and dangerous to our liver, brain, lungs, and reproductive organs, among other things. The United States Consumer Product Safety Commission does not actually require manufacturers of dryer sheets and other household products to list the ingredients on the label, including the fragrance, which we talked about in a previous issue. So, in a paragraph, they're loaded with bad things. I use them all the time, and I have to say I use the cheap ones too. So I'm probably going to die of cancer. And Lisa says, and sometimes they may clog up the filter in your dryer and make the dryer catch on fire. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Lisa. How do wool balls help? Well, I think they're saying wool balls because wool is natural product from the sheep. It's not a chemical product. It's not a man-made. Let's go back and see what they say about wool. You guys are making me read this. You aren't making me read it. You're getting me interested in it. The most simple way to combat this problem is to find a simple, affordable replacement to dryer sheets. For me, it was wool dryer balls. They're easy to find on Amazon, and if you add a few drops of essential oils to them, they're a therapeutic upgrade from an extremely reliable source. That's all she says about them. You'll fall in love with this simple, healthy replacement. Supposedly, they're more healthy because they're not loaded with tons of harsh chemicals. They're a natural product. And then it goes into household toxins, fabric softener, dryer sheets, dish soap, household cleaners, toilet cleaners, window cleaners, hand soap. But anyway, I'm going to alter this magazine. I figure I can get 31 days of December, 6 days in January. Like I said, that's 37. And if there's 100 pages, counting the front and the back, and the inside covers, so I have 50. So that leaves me 43 double-page layouts to do between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So I'll be working in that. Lisa says, I use 5-7. I've made them. I have bought them from Walmart, too. I'm not sure what 5-7 is. What does Mina say? I have a dryer and a dishwasher. The clothesline and me. Aw, Mina. We don't have a clothesline. We have a clothes dryer. And I do use dryer sheets. Maybe that's why I itch so much sometimes. And I use cheap laundry soap. Actually, I use cheap laundry soap and Clorox on our dish towels. And for my clothes, I use Arm & Hammer OxiClean. Arm & Hammer. My brother uses Tide, but Tide's too expensive for me. I figure $13 to $17 for laundry soap is above my budget. You can get a nice, a pretty, like 60 loads of Arm & Hammer from, depending on where you get it, all the way from $7 to $8, which is good enough for me. Let's see, what else are we talking about? We're We are being educated, Mary's Folly says. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Linda. Linda, hi, is it hi him? Carla says it's either of those. The liquid stuff, I've got to have one. Violet says, I'm cheap. I ball up aluminum foil and throw it in the dryer, or I use yarn balls tied up in a sock as a dryer ball. Oh, that's interesting. Lisa says she uses the wall. Uh-oh, I'm buffering. I'm buffering. Is anybody else buffering? I buffered there for a minute. Let's see if I'm getting time here. I've got 100% on my phone. No buffer? It was just me, huh? Okay. Okay. I buffered. And then it said retry, so all good. Okay. Arm & Hammer makes you break out in hives? Huh. Well, it seems to work pretty good for me. My mother used to use Fab, F-A-B. Of course, she was probably cheap too. You use Arm & Hammer, Carla? Yeah, me too. Five to 7 balls, Lisa says. Go back to the basics. It's more work, but safer and friendlier to the earth. Yeah. Cheryl says this is her best day this week. Good, Cheryl. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Teresa C. Welcome, welcome. Oh, me too, Linda. I used to use Era, but I quit using it. Now I just get the cheap. I buy the cheap stuff for our kitchen towels, and Clorox. I put in the soap and then I put in Clorox on it. Yeah, that does a pretty good job. Jana says, hi, Sharon Lombard. I went to Felt and sell wool dryer balls. Sharon Lombard does the most beautiful felting. Just darling things that she does. Excellent work, Sharon. Yeah, we're talking about wool dryer balls. Magazine article. You can't use bleach either, Donna says. She's allergic to it. You got to be careful with that bleach. I don't use a full strength bleach. You know, I use a watered down bleach, but it still does a good job of cleaning. But I don't put it, I only put it in the kitchen stuff, sometimes in the bath towels, you know, the hand towels and stuff like that, I'll use bleach. Peroxide works well. Oh, that's interesting. You're welcome, Sharon. Well, I have some, it's really actually an auction haul, but sort of happy mail too. This came from Mia at Crafting on a Budget, and I was at her last auction that she had on the 23rd. Now, this, I haven't opened it yet. This, she says, Mary, this is a gift for hosting the hop. So, I have not opened this, but look at what she did here. Whoa! But when I was at her auction, I actually bought this ledger journal, and this was really interesting. It's a vintage one, and it has writing in it. Whoops, I always open them upside down. It's an account book, ledger, but if you read this, it says, record of the membership standing. the Beallsville, Beallsville Lodge, number 527, the Knights of Pythias. I'm going Knights of Pythias. That's Pithias, I believe. And go, well, that's interesting. I don't know anything about them. Persons holding building keys on Monday, November 22nd, or March 22nd, 1954. And it lists all the people that have building keys. And then there's some blank pages until you get about to, well, after Z here. So you got A through Z. I'm thinking Society of Idea Collectors, but I'm not sure here because I got a society. But then you come over here. I'm going to move you guys. You come over to here, and it's the Beallsville Lodge 527 Knights of Pythias life members. And it lists, oh, this is from Ohio. Beallsville, Ohio. I'm going to have to look up that town. But members in good standing. And it looks like these may have been the dates that they joined. 12/31/50. It's all in the 1950s. Paid to. So I don't know. Maybe they're in good standing from 12/31 to June 30th. 12/31/50, June 30th, 1950. Paid to June 30th. And then it's got 12/31. I'm not sure what the dates mean, but there's a whole bunch of names there. And more members in good standing, more, oh, this person was suspended. And this person was suspended in 1953. Uh-oh, I wonder why. Withdrawn, died, suspended, doesn't say why. And there's a few addresses in here, but not very many. But it looks like it's just a record of members in good standing. Dues paid. So they're keeping track. And I looked up the Knights of Pythias. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And all the rest of the pages in here are blank and numbered. So if I alter this, which I'm certainly thinking I am, I'm going to leave all of this alone. I might do something with the A through Z here because it's all blank. Might make an index, but I don't know about an index. But from page 15 on to page 136 is all blank. And it's very vintagey paper, you know, and but it's also got about maybe a half-inch spine. You know me, how my spines grow. But what's interesting, I looked up the history on the Knights of Pythias, and it's based on well, it's actually, it's a, what'd they call it? Fraternal order or a secret society or something like that. And of course, these were in the days when they had the good old boys clubs and everything. But fraternal order is really kind of the precursor days to our fraternities, and then the women had sororities, blah, 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 blah. But the Knights of Pythias was based off of a Greek, well, play of a Greek legend of Damon and Pythias, which was a Greek legend. And I think the story goes that there was a tyrant over in Greece, and he captured, I guess, Pythias, and Pythias wanted to go home and take care of some of his things, and he said he'd return. Well, I think it was Damien that stepped in and said, if he doesn't return, if you let him go and he doesn't return, you can do away with me instead. But in the end, he returned. The legend is I guess he got shipwrecked and made it just in time to save his friend from dying for him. But the whole legend part of it is to to show the value of loyalty and friendship. And the Knights of Pythias, and I think they're still going today. I mean, there's still a fraternal order today. And of course, you know, they do good deeds and support charities and, you know, raise money for good causes and that type of thing. But it's an interesting ledger. I'd never heard of them until I got it in the mail today. And I opened it because I wanted to see what it was all about. So I got a little Greek history in there, Greek lesson. I also ordered from her these canceled checks. They're checks, and they're originals. And let me open it up here. She puts them in these really nice cellophane bags. And this is the not the Frugal Crafter, not Lindsay at the Frugal Crafter. This is Crafting on a Budget. Her name is Mia. Oh, look at this. This is I got 2 sets. I'm going to take well, I guess you can see they were $6 a set, but I'm going to copy them. I'll just open one set here. They're the originals. And I think there's 3 in a set. And let me tell you this. I go to that antique store locally where I've shown videos of that. This type of stuff is expensive there. This is probably about a pretty good price for these. So there's 3 checks here. The Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Company received the original of this voucher, $96.24. It's a service voucher for services rendered to M&B Porter and General Foreman and M&B Porter. I think General Foreman and M&B Porter is the duties performed and paid to the order of Paul V. Smith and Garfield somebody. And these are dated 1947. This one doesn't have, this one was voided. You can't spend it if it's been voided. Let me put it back in here. Well, maybe I'll put them back in here. So I got 2 sets of them. These are also dated 1947. And then I got a little crochet dress angel here. I could probably make this myself, but it's nice to support people, and this will probably go on the Christmas tree. Well, I can't get it open, but there's a little halo there, and there's the angel, little angel dress here. So I got those, and I bought these directly from May. These are not from. These are from her auction. And I got that ledger then, and that's all I bought. But she sent me this, and she certainly didn't need to do this. Look at this. I haven't gone through this. Look at this. I'm going to leave that bow alone. Look what she's done here. Let's just open it here, because it's already coming open. How does this open? Wow. May, this is certainly more than I bargained for. See, she says gift for hosting the hop. I like her auctions and I like what she sells because she has all these vintage things. Look at these. Vintage twill and yarns, eyelash yarns. Look at this Battenberg heart. Oh, wow. That's Battenberg lace. Here's a doily. Isn't that cool? Now, this is meant for your artwork. Look at this piece of fabric, which would certainly be a... Oh, wow. Wow. I can see a journal in the making. Can't you guys see a journal with pockets here? I don't know. I like them both. I like both sides. We'll have to think about that. And some slides. And hook and eyes. And flashcards. Well, let's just take it out and look. Look, here's a clothespin. And it's got black seam binding around it. Isn't that cool? And some words and some stamps here. Words and stamp, postage stamps. Oh, look, a whole bunch of postage stamps in here. A little packet of it, a little sewn package of postage stamps. Oh, wow. Let's open this up. May. You could have sent me this and I would have been happy. Her channel is crafting on a budget. Look, hook and eyes. I'm tempted to put this in my sewing journal. I'm going to save that out for my little sewing journal. Flashcards. Little index cards. Looks like a library card. Well, that's what these are, library cards. Some of them are blank, but these are library cards here. Blue stamps, a receipt, void deposit record, all these little slides. Wow. Wow. See, and I didn't expect to get this stuff. Wow. And then there's a folder here that says out. I'm out most of the time. Index cards. Income tax mailed. This is French. French text. I know it's French, that's all I know. Table of MATIRES. Questions and judgments. More French, it looks like. Flashcards. Wow. Deal number, rubber number. Taylor's Pinocchio score pad. More French. Honey Pack 1 and Honey Pack 2, Jam and Jelly Pack. Heart attack after banquet. I've written several times about notices appearing in newspapers of heart attacks occurring after a person attended a banquet. A friend of mine recently told me of a visit he made out west to attend a family affair. He was sitting next to a relative, a gynecologist, who was eating to kill. My friend cautioned him. This once, protested the doctor. That night he had a heart attack. Oh my goodness. Mortality statistics, cancer is increasing. Olive oil to prevent heart disease. This must have been some sort of a medical journal. The story of one doctor's fight against cancer. This would be neat. Happy people rarely get cancer. There we go. This would be neat in Rosemary Morris's Apothecary Kaboodle kit that's coming up in November. Beginning, a new book by the editor that promises a remarkable new insights. Happy people rarely get cancer. Chapter 1. In late 1959, I was reading a book entitled No Miracles Among Friends, published by the Maxfield Parish of London, and written by a famous British surgeon. It happened that it made me sit up and take notice. It was that happy man never gets cancer. Here's how he puts it. Wow. Be happy. Be happy. And then we get Chinese vegetable casseroles and cabbages. So we got some recipes going on here. And geographical names. Wow. These are all geographical names. Geographical names. Oh, listen to your heart. Looks like some maybe encyclopedia pages here. I'm not sure what this is, or dictionary or something. They're cool. They got pictures on the sides here. American Revolution. These are from the A's. Some music paper. November. November. That's coming up. Is this a sheet music here? I think it is. It's all music, no words. That's cool. And looks like some coffee dyed papers here. Wow. Several sheets and different prints in there. Looks like it. Can you see the dots? That's cool. Look at that. Wow, look at that. That's cool. And we're to the out. So I'm sure this was meant to be a journal. I think this and these are going to go in my Rosemary book, though. And these I'm going to keep here. Some little buttons and little cards here. I'm going to put these back in the little packet here. Thank you, May. This was certainly unexpected. And I'm so grateful to you for doing this. Look at that. And I love this. Now I have to think how I want to do this, though. Gonna put it like this. And look at how she tied things around here. I don't know if I can do that again or not here. Yes. And I'm going to put these in here. I'm not sure how these all went. I guess that, it went in here. Like this. Let's just keep that out and put these in. So what fun it's going to be to play with this. I've got all sorts of stuff to work with and play with here. So this will all go back in that. Go back in the envelope here. If I can get it all in. How fun it was. And how I don't deserve the extra. But how grateful I am that you sent it along. All right. Let's see what's going on in chat. And the ledger I'm going to keep out. It would be interesting to do a book on, a journal on Greek mythology in here. And start out with that play of Damon and Pythias. And just do some journaling. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let's see what's going on in chat. Hi, Lori Pink Girly. Linda says, thank you, Arlene. I just added her. I will watch it tomorrow. Rosemary's November Kaboodle, video. Yeah. I broke down and bought it. I got to finish the sewing one, and then there's the Indian one. I may not do them all, but if she keeps putting out these interesting caboodles, I'm going to have to stop watching her channel. Oh, dear. I am going to do them, just like I'm going to do this one. So Lori Pink Girly's here, Cheryl's here, Arlene. Cheryl said she hung up her light bulbs that she got from Pink Girly. Yeah, I did hit that jackpot, didn't I? Isn't that a beautiful gift? It is. It was very kind of her, and the thing of it is, I don't expect them to do this. I don't know how to stop all this happy mail. I'm kidding. I love it, but, you guys, you're just too good to me. It is. It's very kind of her. And I guess the best way that I can say thank you is to promote her channel and give her shout outs and, just, she is the, crafting on a budget. And let me Oh, I just love this. Here's her channel, Crafting on a Budget. I wish I could get out and watch you guys more than I do, but I get tired. They ask me when I sleep. I'm going, I sleep. Usually I sleep after my streams in the morning. I fall asleep. Saturdays I kind of kick back. Tomorrow I got to get out and work in the yard. My brother went out and worked in the yard today. He did a pretty good job, but I got to wash that back window. It's horrible. They tore down that garage, and it raised all the dirt and everything. And then my brother tilled up the yard where they had torn down the house and replanted grass. And then he turned the sprinkler on, and the window is just horrible. And he thought he could clean it today with the garden hose, but it didn't work. So that's my job for tomorrow. Thank you for giving the link to Rosemary's channel. Yeah, Kaboodle is a journal. I've been working on the sewing one in my morning streams here. This is my sewing one. And while I have this out, I'm gonna, so Rosemary Morris puts these together. And she does a good job of it. And I got a whole package like what I showed you, what May sent, of things to put in here. Ooh, wouldn't this be cool? I don't want to put it on there though. Ooh, I could put it right here and have it be a tab. We'll have to think about that. But this is a sewing one, and I'm just getting a good start on this. I'm slow at it because I tell you, I have to think about things. This will probably go in my little packet of stuff. But yeah, a Kaboodle is, I think Rosemary said she got it from like the whole kit and caboodle type thing. That saying, the whole kit and caboodle. You'll have to ask Rosemary for sure why she calls them caboodles. But in November, and in October, she did an Indian one. And I got what she sent. I got her kit, and I'm going to alter. I think I'm going to do book carving in this Indian book. And I've shown this before too. I spilled water, and I was holding this book back. I wasn't sure I wanted to cut it up. It has wonderful pictures in it. And I had it sitting here at the foot of my desk. And when I was playing around with that, what was I playing with? Corn husk dolls. I had all that water in here, in that tray, and it leaked out, and it leaked over on the side of my desk and onto this book. And it warped the bottom of these pages. It's pretty warped in there. So that just gives me permission now to cut it up, and I think I'm going to do some book carving. I do think I'm going to do some book carving. I'm not sure exactly how. I'm kind of holding back until I get the sewing one done. But now for November, she's got this apothecary one coming. I can't keep up with Rosemary and Tanya and Lisa. And I have postcards I want to do. What else am I missing here? Let's see. Aw, thank you, Cheryl. Yay, Baltimore, Cheryl says. I'm not sure what that's about. And Jude, thank you so much for the super chat. Send me your snail mail address. You're not going to stop sending the Happy Mail. Cheryl, I've got that journal, and I've been holding on to the envelope until I went and got prints made. Now I got prints made, so you and Janet are going to get Happy Mail. You both have hummingbirds, but I want to send you some other stuff. I've got a little journal I made for Cheryl last March, was it? Yeah, I'm always overcommitting myself. Thank you, Jude. I am always committing myself. That is my biggest fault. I admit it, but I can't help it. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. Overcommitment is a sickness, let me tell you. Like, look, I can't even throw these pieces away here. This is the freezer paper where I wrote those words. And I took the Mod Podge skins off of them. I got all of these thinking I'm going to collage them down and use them. It's a sickness, I tell you. It's a sickness. Well, what am I going to do tonight? What do you guys want to do tonight? I have no plans. What shall we do? Challenge me. Mary needs an assistant. Aw. Aw. You guys are too sweet. You guys are all my assistant. I know I don't owe you anything, but I'm going to send out, I had these prints made, Jude, of the fox and the hummingbird. And I'm sending them out to people who sent me super chats in September and October. And you have sent me super chats, and so has Tanya Woodward. I'm going to send her some too. She didn't send in September or October, but she sent me several super chats. So I want to send out some. I want to start doing the Dee Dee Willingham thing. Dee Dee's my mentor. She doesn't know it. She's my hero. She's the one I go to keep me in line. Good night, Becky. She says, have fun, folks. I'm off to watch stupid videos that Greg wants to share. Have fun, Becky. Enjoy the videos. We understand. But if you want a stupid video, you can just stick here. Teresa says she's stamping on some tissue paper. So I'm sure you're not down here with the lowly talents. Happy Mail pages? Should I do Happy Mail pages? Arlene sent me Happy Mail. I put all my Happy Mail besides what I got here. It's behind me, and I'd have to dig it all out. I'm not sure I want to do Happy Mail pages. That's a good idea, though. I should work on my postcards, but I'm afraid it'd bore you. I just thought I'd sit here and chat. Hi, Ann-Laure. Welcome, welcome. Well, let's see. How about a list? How about a list? That way I can talk to you. Let's do a list. We did a list a couple weeks ago. On October 16th, we did what would you look for if you were shopping at a craft fair? And you guys, you really listed stuff. We went several pages. So tonight, let's do a list. Let's do a list of, see, I can write on the back of this. Let me get out my pen. If I don't get organized first, you guys will zip ahead of me. And this will be an easy one for you guys, I know. Oops, that's not the pen I want. Look, I got all these. The package broke open, so I got all these Pen Plus Gear glue sticks out here. Now I'm looking for my pen. This one, I think. all these glue sticks. Okay, this is October 30th, and oh, this is Halloween weekend, so happy Halloween weekend, everybody. October 30th, 2020. We're going to do a fibs list. And it is what? Now this is art related. This is not other life events related. This is what I should say. How do I say that? What? Okay, I'll just say what are you passionate about? And I'm going to put art related. So what in art are you passionate about? And I am passionate about my YouTube channel and doing art videos. And you guys, I'm passionate about you guys. You guys are what keep me on YouTube. So that's YouTube channel and art videos. And live streaming. I should put art live streaming. So that's what I'm passionate, and it doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be something current. It could be a past passion. I'm looking for another ink pen here. This one. So what in art are you passionate about? Where, you know, where do you lean in your artistic endeavors? What do you just especially enjoy doing that you just can't live without it? You just got to do it. What makes you overcommitted? Okay, let's go up here. Hi, Brooke. She says, Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Brooke. I looked for those Pen Plus Gear glue sticks, and I can't find them. You might look online, but I can't find them in the stores. I found this one, but this was school supply stuff. So I don't know. I heard from Lisa Conway about them, and I just happened to notice them in the school supply shelf. Well, it wasn't on the shelf. It was just an odd piece, and I had her check it, and I bought them for 25 cents. So let's see. Brooke said, Happy Friday. Carla said she's a mess, too. Terry says, I love to cook, mix and match unusual things. Well, I'm going to put mix and match unusual things. This is art related, though, so mix and match unusual things. Violet said she's passionate about Meri's streams. Oh. I'm too humble to write that down. Oh, thank you, Violet. That just touches my heart. Giving art to others to lift them up. Arlene says, giving art to others to lift them up. That's a good one. I wish I could follow. I wish I had better follow through. Mina says she's passionate about three-dimensional art. Jude says textiles mixed with paper off the page. Ooh. Textiles mixed with paper off the page. That's interesting. Brooke said that's really a hard question. Sharon says learning more felting techniques. We know Sharon is passionate about felting. She is an excellent, well, she's an excellent artist, but she does excellent felting. You guys, you just keep going. I'm going to fall behind you. So Samantha says crochet, glue books, and the YouTube art community. Hi, Samantha. And by the way, if you've come in and I haven't said hello to you, like there's Kathy Arbor. Hi, Kathy. Kathy is passionate about teaching art to others. And Kathy, your stream yesterday was just awesome. I need to catch more of Kathy Arbor's streams. Linda says, all new things I've learned now, and mainly canvas. Okay, new things and canvas painting. Linda says, canvas painting. Mina says, nature art. I guess I don't need this anymore. Oh, I'm going to put another one of mine. I'm passionate about hashtag SOIC, the Society of Idea Collectors. Dee Dee cannot do enough of those videos to suit me. Arlene says, showing that art is a coping method. So, showing that art is a coping method. That means that it helps you get through. Get through the crud, huh, Arlene? Lisa says she's passionate about collage. Hi, Lisa. Holly says she's passionate about mixed media. Cooking is an art. Okay, where did we put this? And cooking. I put it there. Cooking is an art. You got me there, Teresa. You got me there. It is an art. It's one that Meri needs to develop. What did I do tonight? My brother was out working in the yard today, so when he goes out and does a lot of work, I know he's tired, so I generally cook supper. And he thawed out some hamburgers, so I fried the hamburgers, and I was going to slice some potatoes and just kind of put them on a pan and oven bake them, you know, not slice them up, make cottage fries. And I cut up those potatoes and they were just rotten inside. They were rotten. I threw them out. I took them out to the garbage. So I went to the freezer and we had the last of our beets tonight. But I came in here and I sat down just for a minute. But I have to tell you, my brother, he's so used to cooking the supper. He goes out to the kitchen and, you know, he starts making sure everything's not burning and all of that. And that kind of irritates me. I just go sit down. I'm cooking this supper. But we got through it. But cooking is an art. I agree. Okay, I was left off with Holly with being mixed media. Janice said she doesn't do passionate. Okay, Janice, that's up to you. Holly says, really though, I think I'm too stressed and tired to be passionate about anything. How do you address that? You know what, Holly? If you're stressed and tired, don't do art just because you think you have to do art. You know, because that's just going to make you more stressed and tired. But doing art, sometimes, like what Arlene says, it's a nice way to release the stress. And if you're tired. But I get it. Sometimes I'm too tired to do art. So, just, if you try to force it, because you think you have to, it's just going to stress you out more. So just go relax. Take a hot bath or a cold shower or whatever you need, you know, a nap. Whatever you need to do, go relaxed. Nashua says, designing boho bags and garments and execute them. Wow. Designing boho bags and garments and execute them. Arlene says, at least I have not found anything that inspires passion. Okay, Janice, you might be onto that for yourself. I mean, you know yourself better than we do, but let me tell you what I see in you, just from you coming in here. You are a wonderful researcher. You go, when I need to know something, or when I need something, a fact, you're off, you're getting it for me. And I don't know if that's a passion. I wouldn't call it a passion, but it's certainly a talent that you have. So you might be passionate about finding facts and helping people out when they're straying. I see that in you, Janice. Teresa says she's passionate about watching others and their techniques. That's how we learn from each other. Just like I watched Kathy Arbor yesterday and I said, I've got to try that. And then I watched Tanya's video on the handwriting skins and I had to try that. So, yeah, that's a good one. Arlene says, learning new techniques, stretching my ability. So new techniques, learn new techniques and stretching abilities. And you know, passionate may not be the best word. Passionate implies that you just have, you're just into it, or else, you just have to go there. But it may not be, it may just be something you enjoy. So what about art do you enjoy? What art do you enjoy? What art activities do you enjoy? Enjoy might be a better word. But it gets to the fact of where are you right now in your art? Like Holly says, I'm tired. And I get it because I've been tired. I used to work 2 jobs. I used to work really long hours. I hardly ever picked up a pencil. Well, or a pen or draw and that. Now I have all this time to do the things that I enjoy. So it kind of has to do with where you are. And Janice says she doesn't feel like she's passionate about anything. Well, she may not be, but it could be where, uh, um, it could also be like I see in Janice. I see that she likes to go get facts, and she's a good researcher. You're a good fact finder. Janice, you should get a job as a fact finder. All right, I'm on this one. Let's see. Passionate about sleep, Cheryl says. I get it when you guys are saying that. My only response is just be easy on yourself. Don't make yourself do art just because you think you have to do art. Or don't make art is something that you're doing to express yourself. It's an enjoyable thing. And when you're forcing yourself to do something because you think you have to do it, then it no longer becomes a passion. It becomes work. And that's kind of me for like why I don't take commissions, why I don't teach classes, why I don't go there, because it no longer becomes enjoyable to me. It becomes work. And I don't know, it's no longer fun. All right. Let's see. Mina says, passionate about learning how to make and include different types of ephemera. So, learning how to make and include. How about Cheryl? I don't know if you do them or not, but Beth Schuler has all those art games. Are any of you, I don't want to use the word passionate, do you enjoy the art games? I'm going to put down art game. Let's see, learning different technique. Oh, wait, different types. I got to finish this. I'm going to put down art games or art challenges. A challenge implies more of a 30-day challenge or some long-term thing, but an art game, like Beth does all those. I think she just did a Monster Roll game, and some of the cute little monsters that I've seen posted. Reverse collage. Beth Schuler is doing that reverse collage book. So how about putting down reverse collage? Oh, okay. That's okay, Arlene. Frank is Taz, and he's in a nursing home he's come into our chat several times here. He's in a nursing home for rehab. Is this to do with his foot, Arlene? Nashua said collage, so we got that. I'm so sorry, Frank. Cheryl says trying new crafting techniques. Yeah, when we try something new, even though we may fail at it, or we may not get it right away, just like this handwriting skin. Now, I've done skins before, but it was a new thing for me to do one on freezer paper with markers, and how fun that was to try it. Brooke says her internet is being naughty. She just wanted to come by and say hi. Okay, Brooke, thanks for coming by. Rhonda says she's passionate about watercolor. Yeah, some of you are so talented with watercolors. Bye, Brooke. Thanks for popping in. She's leaving. Mina says passionate about journaling and illustrating it. Journaling and illustrating it. They're saying goodnight to Brooke. Oh, there's Keisha. Hi, Keisha. Keisha's Creations. Keisha also does a marketplace sale, and she's going to sell on November 6th and 7th. And Arlene, if you're here and if you want to drop Keisha's channel, and I think she's starting at 1 p.m. On November 6th and 7th, 1 p.m. I don't know if it's Eastern or Central, but if you go to her channel, I'm sure she's got a video on it. Janice says, okay, Mary, I'm passionate about learning. Okay. We convinced Janet that she has a passion about learning. I believe that about you, Janice. They're saying hello. Let's see. Violet says she's passionate about music. We're doing a list, Keisha, of what about art do you enjoy or that you're passionate about? Carla says, I don't want to redo 2020. I want to live through it and move on. I agree, Carla. And if you all listened to Barb Owen this afternoon, I was lurking. I was crocheting, so I didn't chat. But I listened to her, and Barb was, of course, talking about the book that she wrote, and Normo doesn't live here anymore. But, you know, she was making the point that we may never go back to normal. That's over and done with. But, you know, there's, we live on. That's Mary's paraphrase. And what Carla says, she wants to go on to 2021. I truthfully think we were kind of given this, not 2020 and all the events that happened and are happening now, to maybe teach us to live more, maybe teach us how to live better. You know, we're, especially here in the States, we are so blessed. We are so blessed with stuff. And of course, a lot of us too, you know, we love our families, and, you know, it isn't always about the stuff. But sometimes I'm going through this makes you stop and think about life and our approach to life as a culture. That's all I'm going to say about it. Because I don't want to preach about it or, you know, tell you guys how to think or anything like that. But I do think that, and it's certainly in our schools, you know, well, a good point is kids washing their hands. Kids washing their hands. Before 2020, before March of 2020, how often was it stressed that kids should wash their hands in school? You know, and social distancing for kids, I don't know, but washing your hands is really important. even for kids. And you know, we kind of stray away from that in our busy lives. We stray away from some of the truths that we know, you know, health things, healthy things, getting exercise, taking care of ourselves, um, covering our mouth and nose when we sneeze. You know, don't spit in each other's face, that type of thing. And then into more of the other things like appreciating your family, appreciating your friends while you have them. All right, I'm on number 26. I was reading Carla. She doesn't want to redo 2020. Linda says, funny thing, Holly, I've been doing that all week because I don't know what project I want to work on. Happy Friday, Keisha says. Never go backwards. Right, Carla? Yeah, there you go, Janice. Arlene says, Janice, do you enjoy the Society of Idea Collectors? That involves learning and research. Let's see. Holly says, yes, 2020 needs to go bye-bye. Cheryl says, we take a box out of our den and go through it once per week, and we'll get there. Drawing eyeballs. Drawing eyeballs, Pink Girly says. She's passionate about drawing eyeballs. She even got me to put them on my prompt cards the other night. Mina says she's passionate about whimsical art. Pink Girly says coloring. Yeah, Jude says, Holly, give yourself permission to just sit with what feels comfortable with you. There you go. That's good advice. Pink Girly says making journals. They're saying hello to Keisha. Janice. Let's see. Carla says she's always been passionate about learning. Jude says, how's Rusty Peacock? Hi, Rosemary Morris. I'm way behind, but hi out there, Rosemary. Let's see. Linda says she wants the holidays that we lost this year back. Violet says everyone has a different level of passion. I think about showing passion or even feeling passion. I think that's true, Violet. We're all on different journeys. They're saying hello to Rosemary. Sharon says the creative process and satisfaction of creating. So she's passionate about the creative process and satisfaction of creating. Me too. I love to sit down and do stuff. Let's see. They're saying hello to Rosemary. Finding ways to artistically upcycle. Artistic upcycling. That's interesting. Is what Arlene says she loves best. She truly loves creating with recycles, bits and broken things, etc. They're saying hello to Rosemary. We're making a list of things we're passionate about in art or things that in art that we really enjoy. And art is a wide term. Teresa reminded me that cooking is an art too, and music and writing and journaling and I guess dancing's even an art. I was thinking more the visual arts, but whatever you're passionate about, it's and passionate is a pretty strong word. So I downgraded it to enjoy. Mina says she loves color and finding ways to combine colors so it's beautiful. So she's passionate about color and combining colors. So it's beautiful. I'm way behind you guys because I'm reading off and writing down. Teresa says she enjoyed the Roll a Monster game. I thought it was cute. I would have liked to join, but I have to draw the line someplace. Let's see. Mina says she's passionate about bright colors and muted colors, etc. So let's put this here. Bright and muted colors. Muted, etc. Oh, there's Beth Schuler. We're doing a list, Beth. We've talked about the games that you play on your channel. They're saying hello to Rosemary and Beth. Brooke left. Keisha's here. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, Sherry. Donna said, I did a monochromatic one in orange one time on a piece of styrofoam and acrylic. Is that a collage? I'm not sure what we're talking about. Beth said she's passionate about including everyone to try their hand in art. So including everyone to try their hand in art. So you're an encourager. Hi, Beth Schuler. Sherry says she's passionate about creating what's inside of me and creating for others' smiles. Creating. Yeah, art is very expressionistic. When I went to the university, I had one teacher say that very, very few students actually go on to be professional artists. And those few that go on never really become famous. Maybe once in a blue moon. But art is about these, especially in our modern day, in our culture, is more about for the common person. Now, I'm not talking about people that go into it for business and develop and design and all of that. I'm talking about people like me and people who consume art. It's more about expressing what's inside of us. It's very, like when I sit down and do a painting, I don't expect my painting to be, museum quality. It's expressing. I may be doing an urban sketch of a barn next door or a downtown building or something like that. It's developing your way of observing and looking at things, and even what's inside of you is developing your talent. So art does not have to be, you don't have to be a master of it to enjoy it. So Sherry got me off on that by saying creating what's inside of her, creating what's inside of me. And that is very much what art is today for most of us, and creating for others' smiles. Arlene dropped a link to Keisha's channel. There's the video for the sale. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Arlene. And I think Lori, Paint Girly Lori, is going to be selling in Keisha's She has the last couple months in October and September. So I think she's planning on selling again in November. Violet says, adjust our sails, the winds have changed. Turn, turn, turn. Yes, Violet, very true. Change is hard. We just get to enjoying something and it has to change. It's just like a product on the store that you really love and then they discontinue it. Oh, let's see. Who came in? They're saying hello to Jean. Hi, Jean. I'm way behind, but if you're out there listening, Jean Baney, B-A-N-E-Y, welcome, welcome. We're doing a list. We do a lot of lists on this channel. The list we're doing tonight is about what things do you enjoy or what things are you passionate about in art. Yeah, Arlene says so many people have learned. We're talking about 2020 and the effects of everything. Arlene says so many people have learned that they really didn't need to be so busy and embrace the slower pace. Sherry says, true, Mary, self-care is important every day. They're saying hello to Norma. Hi, Branson. Welcome, Branson, Norma. Donna Betts says she's passionate about sugar skulls and cocopelli. Am I pronouncing that right? Sugar skulls are those skulls that are decorated up. And they put flowers on them and everything for Day of the Dead things. And the cocopelli are Indian. Aren't they Indian? I think southwestern Indian symbols. Jude says she loves 2020. It's the learning curve to go forward in a positive way. I've learned so much as an essential worker. It's not about me. It's about everyone. Yeah. Not about me. Now, let's see. They're saying hello to Mina. Violet says she's going to the lurk mode so she can watch from her comfy bed. All right, Violet. If you need to fall asleep, we understand. Let's see. They're saying hello to Norma. Christy. Hi, Christy Wainscott. Welcome, welcome. She says wood burning is her new venture. Wood burning. Wood burning. Christy says. She says, hello, Miss Marion Phibbs. They're saying hello to everybody out there. Rosemary says she likes putting down her twist on old ideas. Now there you go. Putting own twist on old ideas. And Rosemary is the pro of journal making. All those caboodles. And I was thinking about you, Rosemary, how committed you are to putting out those caboodle kits every month. You know, and you must make 20 or so of them a month because you have all those orders. Oh my goodness. And you got to get them all together and then you demonstrate them and work in them. And we love you, Rosemary. I couldn't keep up with it. What you guys do just amaze me. I couldn't do what Rosemary does. If you don't know Rosemary Morris, the Rusty Peacock. That's her channel name. Arlene dropped a link to it. You need to go check it out. Rosemary Morris is always doing something creative. Just talk about learning new techniques. She's there. I've learned so much. She's got a rust garden. She does rusting. She does eco-dyeing. She puts together all these caboodle journals. And she does these really cool jelly printing. Forgot about Barb. Oops, I'm not sure what Cheryl meant. Keisha says she's passionate about giving her best. So giving her best. And I'm going to put that's art related. So when she's doing an art project, she's giving it her best. She's not just going to do sloppy stuff like Mary does. Let's see. Arlene dropped a link to Rosemary's channel. Cheryl says, Norma, it's Friday. Arlene says she's got to go for now. She'll be back later. Okay, Arlene. Painting. Donna says painting. It was an old farmhouse and a great big old oak tree. So Donna says painting. I'm kind of passionate about art journaling. I'm going to put my own down here. And my art journals are not just art, you know, they're like things like this. The fibs list and happy mail, and well, here was a swap, and there's more happy mail, and well, this is the end of my journal, but ideas. This is idea stuff in the back of my journal of where I want to take my channel and stuff like that. I do a lot. My art journals are about art, but it's not always art itself. So, Cheryl says, I just feel bad when I miss people sometimes. Yeah, Cheryl, I do too. Art enriches us, Mina says. Yes, it does. Art is a great therapy of your self-expression. It's about you. I'm passionate about art therapy. Art therapy. Allie Kay, she loves doing digital art. Yeah, digital art is certainly a talent too. I need to do more. My digital art now extends to my thumbnails. That's about all I get done these days. Rhonda says, I'm a true master of my own mess, but hey, I mastered something. Master of my mess. I love it. Master of my mess, I'm going to put for Rhonda. Well, I don't put your name by it. Lori says she sells in the market. Christy says hello to everyone. Doodling. Jean says she finally caught up to where you were in the chat. Oh, let's see. Allie Kay says she's passionate about counted cross stitch, which I call needlework. I don't call it cross stitch anymore, Allie Kay, because I feel like it's more of an art than a cross stitch. I think calling it cross stitch kind of, I don't want to say degrades it, but kind of makes it like a craft other than an art. I tell my needlework friends that they are true artists. I mean, and they are. I mean, they'll rip out, they'll stitch. They may be 10 rows ahead and stitched all that, and if they find a boo-boo, they call it frogging. They go rip it out and correct it, and they do some of the most beautiful, beautiful work. I tell them they're artists, you know, and they invest in their supplies. They have, you know, like we buy all of our stash, they have fabric stashes and pattern stashes and needlework floss stashes, and you know, they're true artists. They're fabric artists. They're not just crafters, if you ask me. Holly says, I think I'm more passionate about making people laugh and smile. Well, I'm going to put it down, Holly. Making people laugh and smile. We'll put art friends. Making art friends. We'll make it artistic. Making art friends laugh and smile. We'll fit it in here somehow, Holly. Pink Girlie says, I love my art, but I'm passionate about my littles. Now, when you say your littles, do you mean little people? I'm not sure what you mean about the littles. You mean like your grandchildren? Or I'm not sure what littles are referring to, Lori. Teresa said she had to go now. Thank you, Mary, for the wonderful stream. Thank you, Teresa, for popping in. They're saying goodnight to Teresa. Mina says, Holly, you know how to touch our souls. Cheryl says, I'm passionate about baking. And baking is an art. I won't argue with you cooks and bakers and Holly said, I was passionate about baking until I got fatter. Branson says, I agree with Mary. Rosemary is amazing, and I love her artwork journals. Yes. Linda says, well, lady, it's time for me. 4:30 comes quick. Okay, good night, Linda. Sweet dreams. Happy Halloween. Sleep well. Cheryl said, I made some nut fruit cake, and it was not out of the oven more than 20 minutes, and the boyfriend was eating it. My brother has been after me for using our last two zucchini to make another couple loaves of zucchini bread. So I was going to do it yesterday, and I cut them open, and you just can't let this stuff sit around too long. It wasn't good. I threw it out. It sat there too long. I asked him if he saw it, and he thought, he thought it was still good. And I said, no, Tom. I said, that's stuff. You get sick if you eat that. I said, how about pumpkin bread? He said, we don't have any pumpkins. And I said, well, we'll go buy one. I'll probably buy canned pumpkin, though, because you have to make pumpkin puree to make pumpkin bread. But he seemed okay. Now I'm committed to making some pumpkin bread. Oh, dear. Mary, what do you do with all your lists? Sharon, they generally just stay here in my journal. I put a couple, my very first ones, like what do you do with a blank sheet of paper? I think that was one of my very first lists. I put it out on the community tab way back when. But most of them just sit here in my journal. They're really idea, they're kind of idea prompters, motivators is what I want to say. But also I look back on them and I think about I think about you guys and the things that we enjoy and the things like, well, this is all about enjoying, but the things we look for in a craft fair. That was our last list. And I don't know if I got any more lists. We've been making a lot of lists. I was going to do a list on Halloween costumes tonight too, but scratch that. We're still on the passionate stuff. But most of them just stay in my art journals. Lists, let me tell you how I got started making lists. It was Society of Idea Collectors. It's Dee Dee Willingham's fault. Dee Dee, in her segment on Society of Idea Collecting, has always emphasized making lists. making lists of colors, making lists of people, places, and things, and you know, and then combining those things and coming up with a story, but also coming up with art related to the story. You have to watch Dee Dee's Society of Idea Collector videos. But until I started watching Dee Dee, I never made lists. And I was looking through my first Society of Idea Collector journal, and my list was 1 page with 3 lines. I said, I need to develop this. And so we started doing them here in our Friday night chats. And, you know, they're fun to do. You can find all sorts of lists, books of lists. You can find, I think Tanya at This, That, and Chat, Tanya McGuire, she reads from a book of lists, I think. And, you know, as motivation, creative motivation. I've seen her get it out every now and then. And you can Google lists. You can find all sorts of lists online. When I was I was making a list of older people to do for my Inktober. And I wanted older people that were more well-known, like Albert Einstein and Mother Teresa and that type of thing. And I Googled a list of famous people. And boy, did I find lists. So, but our lists are generally, it helps me to get to know you guys too. You know, just like Janet said, she's passionate about learning. Holly says she's too tired to be passionate. You know, it helps me get to know you guys. Not that I'll remember everything, but Jean says she likes collage and mixed media. Oh. Jude says she made homemade toffee, and that only lasted 20 minutes. Sherry says embroidery is an art form for sure, and she learned from her mother and her grandmother. Branson says she's passionate about making jewelry. Yes. Branson has sent me, I don't have them on tonight because I don't want to break them, bracelets. And I love the ones that she makes with the the wire that wraps around your wrist. They are so comfortable to wear. And I think your Etsy shop is just Norma Jean Wiedemeyer, isn't it? I don't have your business card out here, but what is your Etsy shop name, Norma? We'll give you a shout out on your Etsy shop. Norma sells some of her jewelry. Littles, aka grandchildren. Okay, so littles are grandchildren. She's passionate about her grandchildren. Her bracelets are beautiful, aren't they, Sharon? Yes. Hi, Artidar, Marino. Welcome. Artidar, am I pronouncing that right? Wrong. Welcome. We're making a list of things that we enjoy in art or that we're passionate about. Arlene dropped the link to Paint Girlie's channel. Lisa said, be right back. Arlene dropped the link to the Society of Idea Collectors. Mary, Donna says, Mary, the painting I did was monochromatic in orange acrylic on styrofoam. Doing a monochromatic would be fun. Oh, okay, I get it now. So painting and monochromatic. You painted on styrofoam. Huh. That's interesting. Branson said it's Norma Jean handmade art. Let me go get that. Let me, because she, let's get a link. I think Arlene's, this tablet, I'm not, can I do the short? I guess I'm going to have to do. I'm not finding it. I don't like this tablet. There we go. Now, where's the link? Arlene probably has it 10 times. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Arlene. I have a hard time with this tablet. It doesn't cooperate with me. So there's Norma Jean's Etsy shop. I struggle with getting those links when I come back, and Janice and Arlene have them. Which is completely okay with me. Somebody poke Mary. Oh dear. And I probably have it wrong. Let's see. Artie Bar says needle felting is my first night doing it. All right. So we got another needle felting. We're going to put it down twice. Needle felting. Branson says, I love your Lisa, and it helps us get to know each other. Don't ever stop doing these. I'm missing some. Mary. Oh, let's see. We're talking about that. Lisa says, be right back. I missed what Lisa said. All right. I think I'm up with you guys. So let's stop at 51. Stop. Stop. So, you know, yeah. I didn't put down urban sketching. I'm passionate about urban sketching, but I haven't done any recently. I like to draw and sketch. But you know, my most recent passion has been my YouTube channel and doing these live streams. Art live streams has been where my passion has been recently. Speaking of art, I haven't done any tonight. Let's go back to this. And this is the Halloween weekend. Let's go back to this Farmhouse magazine. This is going to be my holiday journal. I'm going to use magazines. And there's a pumpkin here. It's a fabric pumpkin. Pumpkins. See, there says pumpkins there too, but they got a big rose flower there, but has pumpkins up here. Hay rides, apple cider, open daily. I almost feel like taking that out. Putting it over here. Why not? Why not? I will. So I'm going to do a little art journaling. And this is just going to be my holiday journal for 2020. You know, let's see. And I think I'm just going to scrape white paint. Oh, how about some orange? We need some orange in here. This is going to be a Halloween page. These are cards from AARP trunk organizer thing. AARP, they tried to get us to join. I got one from them, not AARP, I got one from, yeah, it was AARP. Today. Usually my brother gets them. I got one today. And we were laughing about it because the envelope had been opened. And I'm going, they probably thought there was a check in there. They probably thought there was a check in there. It had been opened. The seal had been broken and everything. I don't know what they thought was inside of there. My brother said they were, I make him save these little cards because they're plastic coated. So every time he gets a AARP envelope, he gives it to me. He doesn't even open them. He just hands it over to me. And he said they were probably after your card. Let's give this some fall colors here. I'm just going to do some art journaling here. Let's give it a little more orange. Orangey. That's enough. Let's spread this. I have no idea what I'm going to do on here. Let's see. I think I'm going to put some of this over here, though. It needs some. So we're going to document Halloween, I think. The Halloween weekend. What did I do my Halloween weekend? Well, it's just starting. I did a live stream on Friday night. Today, I sorted through some of those boxes I have out in the dining room again. Started taking them upstairs. That's about all I got done. That's pretty, it's not orange enough. Let's dry it though. I'm thinking we need some costumes here too. Halloween pumpkins. Maybe pumpkins. Not costumes. Maybe more pumpkins here. It's not about the candy. It's not about the candy for us older folks. Really, it's not not many older people really celebrate, unless you have littles, celebrate Halloween any, you know. It's more of a kid's holiday. Let's do some reds. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Let's do a pumpkin. And I'll come back and paint that, but I want a stem. And I'm thinking about my garden. My zinnias have they're all dried up and everything. They're really more brown and, yeah. And my brother mowed the garden. He mows it before he tills it. I pull all the stray morning glory and stuff like that, corn stalks and all that. We took that out to the junkyard a couple weeks ago. But he mows it down. He mows all the stuff that's sticking up there. Yeah. And but it's got some, I'm thinking about the backyard here. Our backyard, we have a old wagon wheel, and that should be what the morning glories grow on, but they strayed over into our garden this year. But I'm going to paint that wagon wheel in here, sort of. And my zinnias are not out here where the garden is, so it's not a true picture of our garden, of our, let's see, I need another brush. All these glue sticks here. Let me get them off. Let's use this one. So the wagon wheel kind of comes here. And I need some greens in here too. So I'm just going to kind of do a fall scene here of just, this is more representational than real. I need a darker green. I should be passionate about cleaning this room. I'm not. Here's a leaf green. I did do a little sorting today. I take it upstairs. I'm going to have to be cleaning upstairs. Let's work I'm just playing. I'm just playing. What I'm thinking, in our little town here, on our main street, we have every year, about this time of year, they put all these scarecrows out on the corners. You go down the street and there's these scarecrows, stuffed scarecrows, all sorts of funny ones, wearing plaid shirts, and ladies dressed in, you know, old dresses and stuff like that. I'm gonna put a scarecrow in here. We don't have a scarecrow, but there's a scarecrows down our main street. Some main streets have bronze statues and stuff like that. We have scarecrows. So I need a dark blue. And it's just done this time of the year. They take them down. They take them down around when Christmas comes. It's an English Navy. So we're not doing Halloween this year, so I really don't have... I usually like to do something, have a Halloween with the kids and trick-or-treating and stuff like that, but we're not doing that this year. Let's see, his arms would be out like that. Maybe a... Gosh, you can get every color in the palette out here. Need some reds. For his shirt. And let's see, he would not have I get a towel out for... He would have more of a straw hands and feet here. Yeah, my brush is too wet. I'll come back in and draw him in, but let's give him a hat. There. And he'll be on this pole. There. He's kind of in the background. Now I'm going to do that wagon wheel again over him. Wagon wheel here. And let's see. Some white. Now, like I said, this it certainly isn't real. But in the background, I'm going to put our house is kind of a grayish, kind of a gray color. So I'm just going to paint that in. And this would be the back of the house here. This is not the front. And it comes kind of like that. Of course, I do this after the fact. And let's put in some. It really could be bigger. More like that. And let's see. Well, we got our new shed here. We'll just put a little building over here. Just kind of let it go like that. That's the garage. This needs to be much bigger here. This Meri's playing. This is more representational than anything. It's not supposed to look like anything real. Okay. Now I need some, believe it or not, we still have green on in the yard, but I'm going to mix it with some of the yellow and tans because it's getting to be fall. And it doesn't have to, you know, this is kind of abstract in a way, but in a way it just reminds me of fall. Let's put some more of that green in here, just kind of smush her in there. And I might put more in here too. And let's see. Let's put in the roof line. And there's a door here, a door and a big window. And a window over here. And then there's a west window. This is the west side of the house. And then you can kind of see right there. There's kind of a porchy thing there. Alrighty. A white trim. This big window that I'm painting now and the door here is what I need to wash tomorrow. There's a great big old picture window in the kitchen. And then this is a window that goes off to the bedroom here. And that's the west side of our house. There's probably a drain pipe that comes down here. And right here is my lavender plant. It's planted in a tub. And it's doing really well. I looked at it again today, and I'm going, I hope it makes it through the winter. I don't think I'm going to trim it down. Let's put that tub a little darker there. There's a tub there. Alrighty. That's just kind of in the background. Let's get out the oranges again here. Meri's just journaling fall at our house. Fall at our house, autumn in our house, 2020 autumn. This is just the start of it. Let's get some reds and greens here and put some leaves. Now the leaves have not turned yet, so this is kind of representational here as far as. And the scarecrow, really, we don't have a scarecrow, but the scarecrow represents the one downtown. And these represent my zinnias that are really turning brown. In here, they have pretty much dried up. And the leaves are kind of droopy. More like that than yeah. But I had a nice zinnia patch this year. All right, bear with me. I love this old wagon wheel. It really faces the other way. It really goes this way. I've got it facing us. It really faces over that way. But oh well. I know what it means. That's all that matters. Yeah. And it comes down this way. Maybe that way. And it's really kind of rusty. A rusty red color. And usually the morning glories grow around it, but the morning glories kind of petered out on us, went over into the garden area. Let's see, I want more browns than greens. And I'm going to have to come back in and define that scarecrow a little bit more. Now try that. Now I want it more orangey yellow than what I have it here. Just playing with the colors, playing with my memories and my thoughts. I guess I'm going to leave that scarecrow right where he is. I want this lighter though. What is that? Crusty stuff. And there's still some greens. There's still some greens in here. Amid all the fall colors. And then there's a darker blue or green, bluish green up in here. pumpkin. Mary's still thinking here. Oh, Mary, what are you doing to the pumpkin? I don't know. I'm painting her out. What are you doing, Mary? I'm painting it all out. It'll be good in the end. It'll be good in the end, she says. It just needs more color. It needs more color on this page. Let's take this off, though. I don't want that. If I can get it off. I'll have to come back to that. Let's go more with this. Yeah, I'm beginning to see it. It's beginning to look like our backyard. Very impressionistic of it, though. No, browns. More orange in here. Yeah. Halloween at our autumn. It's more autumn than Halloween. Just play with the paints. That's more of that green color. I lost it. Yeah, it's stubborn. Yeah, this needs to be. I'm going to get more of this golden straw. I like that color. Golden straw. It's a good color. Mix it with some orange in here. That's not what I want. Mary's trying to get there what's in her head. She's getting there, but it's taking a minute. Let's stop and check chat. Let's stop and check chat. No chit chat. Nina says she's in the zone. For a cold, try pepper tea. Really? The teas all sound good. Wrote down a few, and we'll have to look on Amazon. Talking about tea? Huh. I know what no chit is, Holly says. Jude says, my granddad made it for us from his herb garden. Twining tea has one similar. Talking about teas. Buttermint tea. Peppermint bark herb tea. They're talking about what's good for a cold. Cheryl says, I never heard about buttermint tea. Huh. Buttermint tea. Really? I've never heard of it either. Leslie. Hi, Leslie. Welcome, welcome. I'm just painting a fall memory here. Just kind of free sketching it with my craft paint. I kind of like it in a way. It's not done. I keep going at it here. My pumpkin isn't going where I want it to go here. I guess I can't decide exactly where I want it to go. I want the greens, but I want the oranges, but I want the yellows. So I'll get there eventually. Ooh, it's too green now. Well, all right. Jean says, I pulled up all my tomato plants today and dragged them to the compost pile. Yeah, we did that a couple weeks ago. We had, this kind of represents the back of our house. There's a window up here, and this is our kitchen window. This is our back door. Right in here, I'm going to put it in here, is a tub that holds my lavender plant. And then the house kind of goes around to the east side. There's trees all up around here, and there's lawn up around in there. And this is going to represent our new garage right here. And my zinnias really aren't, my zinnias are as tall as my trees, but they're going to be coming in here. I might paint those out a little. We have this wagon wheel out back. We don't have a pumpkin, but the pumpkin represents fall. And I put a scarecrow here, but over on this side is where we have our garden. My brother's peonies is in here. Today he went out there and cut all his, he cuts them down every year. They grow back in the spring. And he had mums out here. I might put mums out here. He had really pretty fall mums growing around the edge of west of his house. And he won't plant them back in there now because they're too expensive. They all died out. All his mums died out. So, and then our yard is up in there, and my flowers are really off over in here. My zinnias that I got here are really off over in here. We got railroad ties coming this way, and he plants all his corn and tomatoes and corn, and cucumbers and squash and everything, our garden's over here. But I kind of, you know, this kind of says something to me. It doesn't mean anything to you guys, but it kind of, it has memories. Let's see, what is Mina laughing about? Holly says, I had a mixture of oregano oil and other oils on my feet for cold. Smelled like a pot of spaghetti all night. Well, let's see. This is not the color that I'm going for. My oranges are getting used here. I don't know if I can get any more orange out here. Come on. Oh, it's getting, maybe if I turn it upside down. I think I bought some more orange. I want this to be orangey and less red. And I'm gonna dapple some orange in here, just like the trees are starting to turn colors in here. Well, that might be a little too much yellow there. Well, there it is. Let's put some orange on it. Maybe some more greens. In here. Now, let's see. This is really got more fall colors than what's out there realistically, but you get the idea. Maybe some browns to define this. Brown up in here for the stem. A little. I have to come in and define this some more. All right, let's see. I'm gonna paint that out this way. Like I said, I know what all of this represents. To you guys, it probably doesn't represent much. More of a bluish gray than what I have it as. Now I'm going to come back and paint that scarecrow back in again later. Let's do the house. There it goes. That's what I should have done at first. But I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Let's get some more of that green in there. That greenish brown. Really too dark, but for now, all those colors makes it changes it so much. And I keep changing it out. Let's paint all that out. Paint it all out. Now let's go back to that orangey color in here. Some of the greens in there. Not a lot. Oh, I'm out of my straw again. I like that straw color. That green's in there. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, I think I'm beginning to like it. I need to put in the detail though. More brown. I'm using all my Penelope colors here. What happened to my brown? Blue, red, orange. I hid my brown. Well, I'm getting there. I'm not quite where I want to be. I'm not quite where I want to be. You see my paint's all getting empty. It really needs a little color in there. But we'll come back to that. And then there's another window over here. And so that comes up a little bit. And there's a window up in there. Yeah. So afraid to do stuff to it, Mary. It's just a house. It's just a house. It's just a house. I'm just playing. This is what you should do in your art journal. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to be perfect. This is a door. Comes like that. Because you know you're not. And I'm not perfect. I'm just kind of jotting down from memory what's out in the backyard. And you can see I painted it out several times. There's a window up here. And then there's white trim on the house. And of course, I don't have enough paint on my brush to do a good job of it. Now let's go back to this brush. Put in a little dark gray in there. Around the edge here. Try that out. Remember, this is just craft paint, so it's not meant to be anything other than a matte painting here. I can't get it looking like a stem. Probably a little white tannish color. working down into some green. No, wrong brush. You're loving the pumpkin with the shading and highlights. Well, I'm trying. I'm not sure I'm there because I'm just kind of doing it from my imagination. Whoops. See, that's how that happens. But you know, I want more texture in here. I want to put some mums back in. I feel like I just have the base of it in there. I want to put some mums in the background here. a kind of a dark green with red. And then my lavender plant's over there. And we actually have a rose bush that yeah, on a gate. There's a gate here with a rose bush. And the rose bush is, of course, has been with the freeze that we had. It's no longer a pretty rose bush. Let's put some red mums. Because in the fall they're reddish orange. I don't know if I can get any more orange out of that bottle. He had them all around the edge of his house. Let's just put some orange in here to represent that bush. Kind of comes out that way. And then there's actually railroad ties out here that form our kind of like the little fence thing there. And we don't have a sidewalk. There used to be an old brick. Maybe I'll just put some little brownish red, if I can get them brown red here. Bricks. There used to be a brick, and I actually mow over those bricks. There used to be an old brick sidewalk, and there used to be a cement. This used to be a shed, and there used to be a cement piece in there, and they dug all that up. And as they dug all that up, when they rebuilt this garage, all the dirt flew and got our window all dirty. That's my job tomorrow. That's my job tomorrow. Yeah. Now I'm getting too fussy with it again here. But there's lawn out in here. And of course there's trees up in there that are actually turning colors. Fall colors. My orange. I've got some more orange here. Harvest orange. Let's see what this is. It's kind of orangey green in the background there, and I keep messing it up. I keep messing her up. And maybe some of that straw in there too, just because this is all tree. They're great big huge trees out in the yard. And of course, now you could see off in the distance here, we're in town, but if you, in real life, you could see the neighbor's house and the neighbors over here, and I'm not painting all that in. Maybe some more orangey in here, just to kind of push it in the background there. Now I need to put my zinnias back in here. I'm going to put them in here, although they don't belong in here. My zinnias are really off over here and way back over there. But I need my zinnias. So let's dapple some zinnias in here. And of course they're getting brown and old. But there's quite a few of them, so I'm gonna put zinnias in here. Then I'll get out my pen. Start putting in some detail here. Yeah, I need some lines. No, black. Yeah. No. Feel like I need more. I need a brighter red. Oh well. They turn kind of, in the fall, the zinnias kind of turn a brownish red color before they start, all those petals start falling off. I want to put a whole bunch in there. I guess I'll leave it like that. Now I should probably put some orangey color in there, maybe too. And more of a yellow straw, orangey color. I don't know if that'll work or not. I'm about ready to quit on this. I've done enough. Maybe some dark blues in here in the window. Too much. And that's too red. Don't ask me what I'm doing because I don't know. It's too red. Yeah, I mess it up. You messed it up, Meri. You had it just like you wanted it. What do you think you had to improve it? My head fills in all the details that you guys probably aren't seeing. My head sees it all. I forgot to put my lavender plant in there. He sits right in there. And then the step is here. This is kind of a little step there. Doorway is here. Window, big old picture window here. Window up here. And something like that. I have to put in black lines. It's just my nature. You shouldn't have to. But somehow for me it just helps define it. I suppose if I look, I messed that up. If I painted and repainted and painted and repainted for days and days and days, I'd probably finally get it like I liked it. But this is just an art journal. It's just an art journal. And then there's trees in the back there. I think I'll just kind of make a little line there. And I'm not sure how I'm going to represent all of those. Let's go back to the wagon wheel here. Yeah. Now I need more work on the shadowing on that and everything, but I think I'm going to leave it. It's not where I want it, but I'd have to spend hours and hours to get it to where I want it. I'm going to take this, cut this where it says autumn something, pumpkins, hay rides, apple cider, open daily sign out of here, because I like it. And I'll think of something else to put on this page when I do it. And I'm going to put it over here. Here. Autumn. I'm not sure what that says. Autumn, it looks like, oh, autumn acres. Autumn acres. Pumpkins, hay rides, apple cider, open daily. I'm going to put it in there. Where's that glue stick? That makes it for me. Because, as I said, we really don't celebrate Halloween here, and we're not doing the trick-or-treating thing. So I really don't have anything Halloween-y, and I'm not into the dark side of Halloween. So I think I just like it like that. Autumn Acres. Now I feel like I should journal. Our backyard. Maybe I'll do that off camera. Maybe I'll think about it. What time is it getting to be? I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to stay on. Let's chat. Let's chat. Let's see. It's 10:45. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Jude. Hi, Jean. You really do like it? Thank you. You know, and it does represent our our backyard. That's pretty representational of the back of our house. It looks like that, except for it does have, you can kind of see the front. We've got a porch that comes out this way, and there is a kind of like a little gable up here. I didn't paint that in. There's a little gable that comes up here, and over here too. I guess I have to go look out at our house again, because there's a little bathroom right in here. It's got a clawfoot tub, but the water isn't turned on. It's got a little bathroom with a clawfoot tub, and this room up here where this little gable is where I keep all my extra stuff that I'm hauling upstairs. This is our kitchen. This room here is a west room, and that's filled with stuff that belonged to my brother's significant other. A lot of Christmas decorations, stuff like that he just hasn't gotten rid of yet, and I don't feel free to do it. And here's his new garage, and the wagon wheel, and my zinnias, and the pumpkin just represents fall. We don't have a pumpkin, but we do now. We have a big one sitting out there. Can you have a day of thanks in the fall? Yes, we do. Jude. Oh, Jude, you can have a day of thanks in the fall. Janice said, it's very good, Mary, but... Oh, I took the scarecrow out, didn't I? I took the scarecrow out. Maybe I should put him back in, huh? You're very observant, Janet. Oh, a crow or a raven. We could do that. Let's put some blackbirds in there, because we do have a lot of blackbirds. Here, I'll just draw some. Let's see. Maybe a crow on here, a raven, a blackbird on here. We do have a lot of blackbirds. Uh, they're all around. I would sit out on the front porch. I would sit out on the front porch and watch those blackbirds, and they would become six of them. There's a tree up here. You can't see the tree trunk. But I'd be sitting on the front porch, which is on the other side of the house, and I'd watch those blackbirds, and they'd be five or six of them, and then they'd go from, and they'd pecking at the lawn, getting the bugs and stuff. And they would just hop, 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 hop. I just watch them. It's like they had a system going there. Here, we'll put a blackbird on here. How's that? Does he, I don't know if you guys can see him that well. Yeah, you can kind of see him. Maybe we should put one down in here. Let's put one down in here too. A couple of them. We do have blackbirds. They're not crows. I don't know that they're just big black birds. They're not crows. We don't have them so much now in the fall. That blackbird got a big head. Let's see if I can paint his head out now here. Yeah, I gave him a big head. My paint's all drying up on me. There. We'll redo him. Yeah, a straw. We'll have to come back and redo that blackbird. I don't know if you can see him here because of the light's shining so much here for me. I can't see where I'm going. Grackles or starlings? I don't know what a grackle is. Mary, do they have a long tail and yellow eye? I don't know if they have yellow eyes. They have fairly long tails, but they seem to go in groups. Is that normal for birds? Because when they out there this spring, it seemed like there would be 5 or 6 of them in a group. Put some light color on this stem. Let's dry this out, see if I can't put him back in there. He's kind of poking out there anyway here. He's finding his way out. Some orange, yellow, it's too green, too green. I don't know. I never really sat and observed the birds. I just noticed that they start on one side of the yard and then they just hop right across the yard to the other side, and as they go, they're pecking at the ground. See if I can't draw that bird back in here with not such a big head. It's hard because the light's shining on my work. I can't see what I'm doing. That one's getting up to, ready to fly away. Let's put another one over in here. Don't tell me to put bats in here now. Vultures. I don't think we have those stray cats. I think those stray cats have scared away all of our birds, because every now and then I'll see a robin. I used to see a blue jay, but I don't see the birds like I used to see them down at my mom's house. Let's make this a darker blue in here. There. I should really try to put in those trees back there, but I'm not going to fool with it. It is what it is. I got the birds in there. That's all because of you, Janice. A cowbird is a smaller dark brown blackbird than a starling. Female is gray. They lay their eggs in other birds' nests to raise them. Oh, those birds. Well, I think I'm happy with it. I really do think I'm happy with it. I'm gonna wash out my brushes good here. Where's my other one? This one. What happened to the other brush? My scissors. Here. You know, from not looking at anything and from painting, I do think I got the essence of our backyard. Now, there's no big old pumpkin like this. There is a wagon wheel, but the wagon wheel actually does not face this way. It faces that way. And then there's some railroad ties there. And then right in this area here is where my brother has his peonies. I could try to put those in there, but they're all, he mowed them down today. He cuts them down every year. And I don't have any zinnias out here. My zinnias are off over this way. Actually, as we come out the door here, we walk this way to go to the garage. And this was the area that he tilled all this area up. This was, behind this shed here was a cement patch. And when they tore the shed down, they took that cement out. And it was just all brown dirt. And he tilled that all up and planted grass. And then he put that sprinkler out there, and that sprinkler is what after he tilled up the lawn and those guys tore down that shed, our windows got all dusty, and that sprinkler just streaked up our windows. I got to get out there tomorrow or before the snow flies and clean the windows so we can see out. Okay, I think I'm going to let you guys go. I'm kind of tired. I'm just kind of tired. So this is really the start of my holiday journal. This is not holidays except for to celebrate autumn. I might do a little journaling someplace in here and just say the start of autumn or something, or what this represents as our backyard. Look, I did not protect these pages here. This is the next page, though. I guess it's okay. I might end up washi taping this together. We'll see. And I'll probably bop back and forth in this magazine, because you know how journals are. You don't work in one page after the other. So I don't know what I'll do for, I guess I have, like I said, 31 pages for December. And of course it won't be daily pages. It'll just be 31 layouts. I might go and do some vintage Santa Clauses, stuff like that. I might do an urban sketch of some Christmas decorations, you know, on Main Street with Christmas decorations, small town America. Something like that, just from my memory, just like this one was. And it's all craft paint. You know, it would look nice if I got a semi-gloss, not a semi-gloss, a satin varnish on this. Made it, it's all matte now, but a satin varnish on here would look nice. Let's see, 37 pages. I think I said I had 50. So that's 13 pages between October, well, in Thanksgiving for November. So I'll have to think of some themes to do for November. But I think I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for sign and date. Okay. Boy, Janice, you're good. Sign and dated. Let's see, this is 10/30/2020. Alrighty. And thank you, Jude. Just back. Carla said she's back. She made shrimp Alfredo on angel hair pasta. Yummy. All right, guys, it's almost 11 o'clock here. I'm going to let you guys go because I am kind of tired tonight. And have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Saturday. The only thing I know for sure is that Beth Schuler comes on in the evening. Oh, and Shannon Green has been streaming on Saturday mornings. I don't know if she will tomorrow morning, but she's been streaming on some Saturday mornings, so watch out for maybe her. I won't guarantee it. I just noticed that the last couple Saturdays, I missed her. All right, bye, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Sunday. Tanya streams on Sunday afternoons at 12 Central, and I plan on coming on Sunday evening at 6. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a great weekend. Bye. Thank you, Sharon. Bye, everybody.